Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over two SPACs that I think are about to take off, and I want to build these into two of my top positions. So I'm going to be going through my full due diligence on those and my full plan and thesis behind those trades. And also before we get started, let's talk about Bed Bath & Beyond real quick. So Bed Bath & Beyond had earnings this morning. As you guys know, I was super bullish on them. So earnings were a big disappointment and this stock did dump down from $21 down to $18, and now it's sitting at about $19.20 after hours. So as soon as earnings came out, we saw the stock price action and everything. I gave my thoughts on Twitter and Instagram immediately. So look guys, you can't win them all. We've talked about all the risks holding through earnings, and it is what it is. But look, overall this was a winning trade. Every time I alerted this stock first off in the low 18s, and the second time I alerted it was in the 17s. It is now sitting in the high 18s, low 19s, and I alerted on Twitter yesterday that I was taking profits on my call options. So for those of you who are going to be shit-talking me in the comments about the earnings miss and everything, look, go for it. I really don't care. This was a winning trade, and 90% of the people who followed me made money on this trade. Everything is not going to play out perfectly, and we learned that by holding through earnings, we knew it was high risk, high reward to hold through earnings. And if we did get that earnings beat, this stock would have gone to $25 plus. We got the earnings missed, so it went down to $18. So you just got to accept what the market gives you, accept the risk that you took. Overall, this was a very, very profitable trade, and although it is not the perfect outcome as we wanted, we still made money on this trade. So those are my thoughts personally. Alright, so anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at these two SPAC stocks that I'm looking to load the boat on. So today, IPOE, which is one of the chamath-backed SPACs, they announced their merger with Sofi, and this stock absolutely shot to the moon. It is now sitting right around $20 per share. So because of this, all this hype, all these other social capital stocks started running as well. IPOD up huge, IPOF up huge as well. And these are running off the potential next acquisitions that could happen in the SPAC market. And people are just excited overall with the chamath-backed SPACs and what acquisition he could get next, because SoFi was one of the best situations, one of the best companies that could have been acquired via a SPAC. So while I still do think IPOF and IPOD are solid buys, there are two SPACs in the market that I think are much better deals and potentially have much higher upside. So let's talk about this first one. So this first stock is Acquisiton Corp, ticker symbol VGAC. So right now this stock is trading for $11.60. The warrants right now are trading for $2.40, and I honestly think these warrants are the best deal in the market right now. And we will talk about the potential acquisition in a second. And if this acquisition does play out, I think these warrants have a pretty good chance of going over $10, while the comments have a good chance of going $20 plus if my prediction for this SPAC does play out. Okay, so taking a look at the team behind this SPAC. This SPAC is backed by the founder, which is Richard Branson. So Branson is the man who's behind Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE, and he also has another company right now which is called Virgin Hyperloop. So what this is it's essentially an underground metro. So the system can propel passenger or cargo pods at speeds over 1,000 kilometers per hour. That is 3 times faster than high-speed rail and more than 10 times faster than traditional rail. The passenger of the future will expect direct and on-demand transportation. With Virgin Hyperloop, there are no timetables. Several pods can depart per minute, and the system does not require stops at every station. And also, this is essentially airline speeds, the same G-forces as rail, and the ease of riding a metro. A central command and control ensures safe and reliable passage throughout the network. So just a quick overview of what Virgin Hyperloop is, and I think there's a pretty good chance that VGAC takes Virgin Hyperloop public. We know this SPAC is backed by the founder Richard Branson. Richard Branson is also the founder of Virgin Hyperloop. Now earlier in the year, we have something in common with this. Tilman Fertitta took his Golden Nugget company public with his Leucadia Holdings SPAC, which does have in common Richard Branson could do the exact same thing, and I do think this is likely. Now a question we can ask ourselves, what kind of company is Branson looking to acquire? If he's already a billionaire, he has all the money in the world. I think he's doing this for his own benefit. I think he's doing this to take his own company public. That's my personal thoughts. And if they do take Virgin Hyperloop public, I would expect this stock to immediately go over $20 per share. These warrants immediately go over $10. I think that is a very likely scenario, and potentially even more upside from there. So I'm looking to load up on warrants under $3, load up on shares under $12, and I think as long as we're patient, because there's no timetable for when they're taking a company public, I think as long as we're patient for this stock, we will easily double, if not triple the investment with this one. Alright, so the next SPAC stock that I'm looking to load up on, this is Fusion Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol FUSE. So this stock right now is trading for $11.48. And taking a look at the warrants, these are trading for $2.45. So what is it about Fuse Acquisition that I like? Let's take a look. So So taking a look at the management behind this, we have the CEO, John James, who's the owner and operator of multiple technology businesses, fintech companies, and management firms. We also have Jim Ross, who was an ETF pioneer and actually created this fund SPY. This is the one that tracks the S&P 500. This is the one we all trade options with. And also the gold ETF fund, which is ticker symbol GLD. And these are some of the most well-known indexes out there. So taking a look at the About Us page, Fusion Acquisition Corp is looking for an acquisition target in the fintech or asset and wealth management sectors. They intend to target businesses applying, providing, or changing technology within these sectors, seeking companies with an enterprise value of $750 million to $3 billion. So what is my prediction for their acquisition? Let's take a look. There's a bunch of rumors going around, and I personally think there is a very good chance, probably over a 50% chance, that their acquisition target is BlockFi. So a couple of months ago, BlockFi raised $50 million and are preparing to go public via a SPAC. So we know that BlockFi wants to go public. Now this article was published about 6 months ago. So in this article it says that the valuation will be around $400 million. I would be willing to bet that BlockFi's valuation is now around $1 billion. After the huge Bitcoin and crypto movement that we've been through, I would bet that it's easily over $1 billion, if not around in the $2 billion range. So what does BlockFi as a company do? So BlockFi has an interest account that enables individuals and companies that own crypto assets to earn interest in crypto on their crypto held at BlockFi. So with these accounts, you can earn up to 9% per year on your crypto assets. Now, a lot of people just buy and hold Bitcoin, so this would be perfect. I've seen a lot of advertisements for BlockFi. I've seen a lot of people actually have their crypto assets and BlockFi while the crypto grows in value, while Bitcoin is shooting up. They're also earning 8.3% on this investment itself. So it's just compounding pretty much double through BlockFi, and that is super beneficial. And yeah, this company just has the potential to be huge overall. So if BlockFi was to go public, I could easily see this stock, with the crypto market so hot, I think we'd see this stock up to $30 plus very, very quickly. Warrants up to the $10 range as well, kind of like we were talking about with the VGAC warrants. So both of these companies, if these acquisitions do play out, that I'm predicting have a pretty good chance to. If this does play out, I think these SPAC stocks will have some huge gains moving forward. Now these are stocks that we have to be patient with if we buy and hold. There's no specific date for the target being announced or anything like that. So these just buy and hold, wait for news to come out, and when it does come out, that's where you benefit. Kind of like we saw with the IPOE holders. They were patient, they bought in IPOE before they had a target, and today look at this stock, up a huge amount all the way up to $20. I think these two companies have the potential to do that, and potentially even more with the hype and upside these two potential targets that we've been talking about in this video have. Now, of course, these two targets may not play out. They're just speculation at this point, but the good thing about these SPACs is the downside is so limited. So very worst case scenario, if everything falls through, if the SPACs don't even find an acquisition, if these SPACs do not find their acquisition, you can always redeem your SPAC shares at around $10 per share. So absolute worst case scenario with these stocks trading at right around $11.50 each. Very worst case scenario, you lose 15% on your money, which is nothing compared to which is the potential upside of 300% plus gains from here, and even more with warrants. So for both of these stocks, I'm looking to load up on shares and warrants, buy and hold, wait for news, be very, very patient. We may not get news for the next couple months, or we may get it next week. So that's why I started buying today, and we'll buy in, loading up on any dip. Both of these companies' targets, I'm looking to load up under $12 per share with commons, and load up under $3 per share within these warrants. So these are the two opportunities that I'm loving. My two top pre-target SPACs moving forward. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you think my predictions are totally wrong, let me know down below in the comments. If you're interested in joining the private stock group, that link is down below. If you want to open an account on M1 Finance, get $30 for free by just opening an account. The link is down below as well. And yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get rich.